Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am going to share with you my Focus Traveler's Notebook for 2019. Before we get started, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, I invite you to click that subscribe button down below, then click that notification bell so that you'll be the first to know when there's a new video posted to this channel. And then give us a thumbs up before you go. Traveler's Notebook, and I've made a few of these before. I just have a couple little charms in here and some paper clip decor along with my rose gold pen. I'm so in love with rose gold, and this one here, I don't know if you can see, but it has the things that go back and forth, and I super love this. So I'm going to show you guys how my Focus for 2019 notebook will look and go. And I made this traveler's notebook myself. I also put the beads on here as well, and I made the notebook, so I didn't purchase it from anyone. So I'm just going to, let's see. I love the cover for this. This cover is so pretty. Oh, let's see, can I get it? Okay, here we go. Alright, so here is my notebook. I just used some lettering from the alphabet book from the Happy Planner, and then from the journal notebook I also used the sunglasses. I purchased this paper from one of the craft stores like Michael's, Joann's, Hobby Lobby, and it was a 12 by 12 sheet, and I cut it down to create my own planner. Now, the items that I'm using, let me just show you the book that I am using. I purchased this paper from Joann Fabrics. Now, I don't know if it's still there because if you can see, it says it was $5.97, but when I actually purchased it, it was only $2 and something cents. Honestly, it was only $2 and some odd cents, and so I'm taking it as they are not putting this out anymore. This is the journaling pad, paper pad, and it's 36 sheets in here, 12 by 12. And it is from the dcwv.com. And they have a lot of papers in there. This is a premium stack, as it says. And I love the light mint colors with the gold as well as the peach. So that's what made me pick this up. And they have a lot of, I've torn a lot out of here. I don't know if you guys can see this. Some very pretty springtime sheets, and then they have journaling things in the back, like a habit tracker, note sheets. I have no idea who's dragging what. Oh, tomorrow's trash day, so you may hear people dragging their trash cans. And just some things so that you can do a travel notebook. So let's get, I don't want this video to be too long, so I will get right to it. So the first thing I'm going to fill in are my important dates, and they could be my important dates for the year. This is not necessarily for the month, but it could be for the year or it could be for the quarter, however way you want to set it up. So I'll just put down some important dates right here. And as you can see, I used some of the paper from the paper pack, and I just cut it down and kind of made it a border. And then from that journaling notepad, I have what my yearly goals are and what my personal goals are. Some kind of way, I think I've gotten glitter on here. So I'll just write my yearly goals and then my personal goals. Personal being like, what do I want to work on for myself? As far as improving myself, my yearly goals are just anything I want to do this year. And so here I have my staycation activities. A couple years ago, I actually wanted to go away but couldn't afford to go away, so I got a hotel room locally for the weekend, and I just stayed and relaxed at a local hotel, which was very, very comforting and soothing. So I just have a spot for when I plan to do my staycation, what I want to do while I'm there. And then this one here is going to be for my bucket list trips that I want to go on. So this year I'm doing my first bucket list trip, and that is to LA, going with my besties and my friends, my cousins. And we are going to have a first girls trip, which I'm really excited about. And stay tuned for that video, because I'm definitely going to blog that video as well. But I'm going to list here some of the other places that I would like to go. And then here I'm going to rate, this is my dream big page. What am I dreaming about? What kind of successes am I dreaming about? Or anything that I'm dreaming about that I think is important enough to write down. I'm just going to put over here. I may put something over here, but I'm not sure. I think this page is super pretty. And I just used some papers from the paper packs that I brought. This one did not come from a journaling pack, came from a different pack. And they had some inspo cards in the back, and so I just put it together just to make that pretty paper. And here is, I don't even know what this is. I have a lot of stuff on this paper. Here's a page that I am going to put down what I want to learn during this year. Some things I want to learn. Like, I want to learn the G Suite, which is a Google Suite. I want to be able to learn that, so that's one thing. I also want to be able to learn how to do hand lettering. That's another thing I want to learn, so I'm going to write that on there. And a couple other things I want. And then here we have, this was a journal card in the journaling pad. If I could change anything about my life, it would be. And then I'm going to fill in that blank. And so if you can't tell from that question, this is kind of going to be a personal book, not one to share, because I'm going to be very open whenever I write into this book. Now here is a list of the movies that I want to watch, and I saw one, and that was the little movie, which I thought was hilarious. My son didn't think so, but I thought that movie was hilarious. But at the time, I did not have this finished, so I didn't put that in there. I also want to see the Avengers, because I have not seen that. Everybody has seen it, but my schedule has been super busy that I have not yet had time to go see the Avengers. But I'm sure there's going to be some other movies coming out this year that I definitely want to see, and I'll just add to it. Restaurants I want to try. This is just a pocket insert on here. And I wanted to try some restaurants this year that I've never been to. And I went to one for Restaurant Week, which was called Legal Seafood. It wasn't necessarily one that I wanted to try because I had never heard of it. But I definitely want to try a couple of restaurants throughout this year. And then on this page, what I'm going to actually do is jot down the name of the restaurant, if I can remember what I ordered, and if I liked it, and if it's a place that I'll revisit. So I'm going to list that over here. I'm just going to have the names of the other restaurants over here, but then give a little bit more detail on this page. And then this page is going to be my wish list. And that could be anything, like anything to buy, anything to go see or visit. Like if it's go to see a museum and visit a museum. And then once I accomplish something that is on my wish list, I'm just going to jot a little note about it over here, about how it went, and just maybe some details, maybe even put a picture over here of one of the things that were on my wish list. Then here I just have a scripture, a couple scriptures. There was a sticker in there that said no worries. So I looked up the word worry on the Bible Gateway website. And I just took those 3 scriptures and I printed it out. So anytime I'm worrying about anything, I can just come to this book, read these scriptures, and just say a little prayer and go on with life. That's my self-inspiration. Did I do 2 pages in here? Oh yeah, my pages are stuck. Okay. And so I have a little glue here. I'll get that off. This is where I'm going to put the books that I want to read. I am currently reading Eat That Frog, so I'm going to actually, well, I'm going to actually put it on here, but the first book that I wanted to read, and I did read, is Becoming, Michelle Obama's book. So that's going to be the first one that I list. And then I'm going to post Eat That Frog. And then there's some other books that I have already listed in my audiobook, because that's the best way for me to read when I'm in the car driving. I can just pop on the audiobook. The hardest thing is that hitting that that bookmark button, so I can bookmark the aha moments of the chapters, so that I can go back and write them down, because I like to go back and write down my bullet points and my bookmarks, so that I can remember them and go over them. And it's kind of hard to do when I'm driving, especially if I'm using the GPS navigator. And so here's a picture that I found online. It says, a woman with a book and a pen has the power to move nations. A woman with a mind and a voice has the power to change worlds. And that was by Sasha Tamerdi. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. And I apologize if I am not. But I just like that quote, so I put it in here. And then here I just have some blank pages. Not really sure what I'm going to do, but I saw this sticker, so I'm actually going to put this sticker that I got from Golden Plans Co. It was a freebie that I actually missed in the Happy Meal that I received. But I'm glad I found it when I was cleaning up for the weekend. And so I am just going to place that right there. And again, this one came from Golden Plans Co. I love her sticker shop. Make sure you guys go over there and support. There is another blank page. So I don't know if I'm going to put pictures over here and a little blurb about maybe a goal that, or something that I was focusing on. Maybe I'll just put a picture or something like that on there. I'm not sure. And then here I wanted to put a poem. And I picked, the poem that I picked was Still I Rise. Growing up, I never, I wasn't taught about like Black history. I grew up in my early years and at a predominantly Caucasian school, so we didn't have knowledge of people like Langston Hughes, Maya Angelou, and some of the great African Americans. And so I was a late bloomer to knowing who Maya Angelou is, and one of my first introductions to her world was this poem called Still I Rise. And so I love this poem actually, and when I read it I get a little teary-eyed. So I won't read it. My plan was to read it, but I'm punking out because even talking about it I get a little teary-eyed. I'm getting a little teary-eyed and a little choked up, so I won't read it. But I love this poem by Still I Rise. By Maya Angelou. So if you guys have an opportunity to go online or to read one of her books, definitely look up Still I Rise and read it, and hopefully it will inspire you and encourage you. And then this is a sticker that I got from Chemistry DIY. She has an Etsy shop, and I also love her stickers. They are very vibrant and colorful, and they're just all around gorgeous. So if you guys are looking for new stickers or a new Etsy shop, Chemistry, Kimestry, check her out, Chemistry DIY. She's also on Instagram, I believe, and you guys can go and follow there. And then my last page in my focus book is an ultimate bucket list. So I had a trip bucket list, and now here is my ultimate bucket list, which would include anything that I want to do before I actually kick the bucket, as they say. I'll list that right here. And then this cutie came from Mariposa's Creation. I love her Etsy shop, and she has so much of a variety on her shop. So you guys make sure you go over there and check out her shop. And so that is all that I have for my focus. notebook, my traveler's notebook, and I actually will keep it in here so that anytime I need to focus on my goals, it'll be in here, and it'll also help me to keep track. Now, I probably will have a couple of these throughout the year because some things may change, and I may add more goals once I accomplish goals, or as the Lord directs me to whatever way He wants me to go. Some of those things may change, and so this is how I am starting off my second quarter. So I don't think I'm going to do one for every quarter, but we'll see how it goes and see how far I get in it. And so yeah, so that is my focus, and that was the journaling 12 by 12 paper that I got from Joann Fabrics, and hopefully they're not sold out and that you guys can get one. They had some other things in there, so I may do another focus. I may do a whole TN that's a focus and goal oriented and use some of those, the rest of those cards and stickers that are in there. I love this cover. I think it's super cute. I actually love this cover too. And I got this doll right here from Shayla Creates. And it's so funny because when I got this order, I don't know what I was doing and I lost it. And then I saw another planner babe talk about what she found when she was cleaning up. And I was like, wait a minute, let me just go on my Etsy to see if I'm missing anything. And sure enough, I was. And I did a thorough cleanup of my creative space. And then I found, I had a whole lot of cute dolls. I did post them on Instagram. So if you guys aren't following me, make sure you head over to my Instagram page at Zaria's Creations. And you'll be able to see some of the pictures of the other dolls that I got over there. Her Etsy shop. I know I keep saying all their Etsy shops are like super cute. And I love their stuff. But I do. So make sure you shop over there on Etsy. Okay. That's all I have for you guys today. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button down below to be the first to know when there's a new video posted to my channel. Bye guys.